Yo guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I managed to hit top 1000 in the UK. As you can see, I'm 1900 trophies and here I am. I think I'm around 800 or 900. Yeah, there we go. Top 1000 in the UK with splashyard. I'm going to be going over my replays because honestly, I went on a bit of a win streak. It was good. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so this was actually the last match before hitting top 1000. And that's what I say, like, bearing in mind, all these players, they're other, like, top 1000-ish sort of players. Very good players. And let me tell you, this was a stressful fucking match. Oh my god. Because I knew it was the match for top 1000 and also 1900, which is a PB for me. Fuck me, yeah. By the end of this match, because it was a bit of a shit matchup, by the end of it, I was shaking. I managed to clutch up. You guys would have seen that I won it. I'm also, if you guys stay around till the end, I'm going to be doing like a little extra. I'll show you a little bonus match, just to shout out to my friend because he actually managed to beat me. He's definitely a better player than me for sure. Like, he is a good player. If I'm top 1000, this guy's probably top 100. Genuinely, seriously good player. If he made a YouTube, I'd shout it out. But anyway, in this matchup, we were playing against this weird deck. I did not know it was going to be drill. I saw the Dark Prince, the minions, the cage, E-Wizard. I thought it was going to be a giant deck. Saw the royal recruits, I was a bit thrown off, and then that goblin drill just like fully sent me. I think this might have been the game winning play though. I know I took a lot of damage, it was a bit unfortunate, but he placed his drill in the back, and if you guys ever play against someone place their drill in their back, do what I did. Get that tornado down, get the king tower activated. Yeah, you're going to take a little bit of damage, but I promise you, the entire match, just getting your king tower activated at any point is so worth it. Anyway, yeah. Once I knew this guy's deck, right, I knew most of it. I didn't know he had poison. Now poison was an issue because it counted me pretty bad. But yeah, once you know the guy's deck, that's when you can start making plays. Like here, I think I went a bit aggressive. Just knowing it was going to force quite a lot out. I knew it'd be quite a good play. Recruits, no one likes playing against recruits, right? And by the way, I tanked that one on the left because it's my weak side tower. Wasn't really stressed about it. I'm just trying to put the same lane as this guy. He actually did end up switching lanes later on. Yeah, took a bit of damage there as well. But yeah, it looks like I'm getting rolled right now. First start of the match, I'm just taking a bit of damage on both sides. But honestly, I was happy with it. I managed to survive single elixir. Right here I was pretty high up on elixir. And I went in and oh my god, he would have been so dead if he didn't have poison. I thought he'd have like a fireball or a lightning. But yeah, look how annoyed I was with the emote. I got good damage to Baby Dragon, but yeah, poison against my deck just fully counters it, right? Anyone that plays Graveyard would know. I was trying to bait it out. I was trying to bait out all sorts, really. I was trying to Ice Wizard the back to get rid of his poison. I also took a lot of damage there, which was, yeah, again, I keep getting sent by the drills in the back. But yeah, you guys will know, when they just save the poison for your Graveyard, it almost feels like there's nothing you can do. The only way I won it is by later on getting a big push, and I think he'd wasted his poison. Also, a little tip I want to add for you guys is when you play against poison, I can't really demonstrate. You'll see it on my next graveyard. You want to play your graveyards differently. You want to play them close, like, because all the skeletons only ever spawn on the edge of the graveyard, you want to place it so the edge is as close to the tower as possible. That way, there's just a higher chance that, even through the poison, some of them can just like spawn on the tower and instantly get hit. Anyway, yeah, here, this guy made his big mistake, wasted his poison, and instantly, like, I go in, doesn't even matter what he's got, because I can just poison it no matter what, even if he had minions. Hell of a lot of damage there. This was like my comeback. Start of the comeback anyway. Only issue is this guy was playing well. He was switching up his placements. Look at that. I try and predict it in the front, he places it in the back. So if you guys are drill players, because I know drill is actually pretty common at the moment. If you guys are drill players, yeah, I really recommend switching up. Anyway, this is what I mean. You can see how I'm placing it on the edge. So look at the left side of the tower. Some of my things just spawn right in. He actually didn't even poison it, which is weird for him, because it got me a lot of damage. Yeah, that time I got completely sent. I thought he was going to go for my weak tower. I don't know why he went for my strong tower. He got a decent bit of damage. But yeah, here I was just holding out because I was up in damage. I had to get an attack off maybe, and then and then just keep defending. Look at that, I literally waited for the naked one, because I knew he had no poison cycle. At this point, I was forcing him, you know, if I attack, he can't attack either, so less time he has to attack, the more time I have to win. It's only 10 seconds left. And yeah, I was shaking, knew I had to catch that goblin drill. Unfortunately, I messed it up, but he's gone for the poison. I took everything back. I think I 20'd it back. And yeah. Oh my god, my heart was going. Even watching it back then, heart is going a little bit. But yeah, I had one of my friends watching, because he saw that I was one game off top 1k. But yeah, I'll get into the second match. I'm going to try and show you some different matchups, just because I don't want it to be the same for you guys. Just trying to decide which matchup to show you, honestly. So this is the first one. Could show you a hog one, or this really annoying deck. Look, this is my friend I lost to, by the way. Shout out Ruben. What a player. It was in draft, but yeah. I think I'm going to show you this Hog XE Nado match at the end, because that was a good one. And then I'm probably going to show you this match right here. I also might show Logbait later on. So if you guys particularly want to learn how to beat Logbait or how to beat Hog XE Nado, because like that was 2 hog matches, I'll only show you one of them. Yeah, but if you guys want to see how I beat Hog Rider and Logbait, stick around or skip the video or whatever. But I'm showing this deck because I know this is a really annoying deck. It's just like this beatdown spam deck. You know, I kind of got caught out, but I think I made a good play and won it relatively early on. But yeah, just skip to the point in the video to see whatever deck you want to see. But yeah, this is a good deck. I beat this guy pretty well, and definitely an annoying one. Sometimes you just lose it. It feels like nothing you can do. Because he's got so many like big tanky cards. He's got the Goblin Stand, the P.E.K.K.A. and that Goblin Giant, and the Evo Goblin Giant especially. Like, one cycle is kind of broken. Luckily, I've got the 1 cycle Goblin Cage, which, as you guys can see, is insane. Here, I should have I could have done 2 things. I could have placed my, I wish I had like a circle to show you. I could have placed my Ice Wizard down low to activate a King Tower from the electricity shocks, or I should have placed it higher up to kill it without any splash damage on tower. Honestly, I'm not really sure why I did it where I did it. Slightly poor, like a bit of a mistake from me. But yeah, just so you guys learn. Anyway, here, I was really aggressive. Like, it was good to put the knight in front and go for the graveyard, because as you can see, look at the Goblin Brawler on the tower. Basically getting his whole tower. The issue was the poison. I got a bit carried away, and I barely defended. Luckily, I had a really good Barbaro here. But, yeah, this would have been a lot more clean, wouldn't take as much damage if I had not poisoned. Yeah, that was poor from me. So you guys just gotta watch out on being over-aggressive. Because being over-aggressive is like one of the most common mistakes for this deck, and it can just like that, lose you the match. But then the issue is, if you're not aggressive enough, like for example, if I didn't go knight graveyard, I just wouldn't have got his tower, and it could have been a very different game. So that's the sort of thing. Hopefully you guys can pick that knowledge up from watching my videos, and also, you know, just a lot of grinding, spending the hours on the game will also help you pick that up. But yeah, thank fuck graveyard is one of the strongest defenses in the game. And you know, the Ice Wizard, the Tornado, the Cage, the Evo Cage is my it's my favorite card. I used to never run Cage, but oh my god, I got the Evo Cage probably a month ago. Like, actually no, less than a month ago. Literally at this month, got the Evo Cage. Never played with Cage before, and oh my god, I love it. So I used to play a Tombstone, but yeah, if you guys are just like debating to make the switch between Graveyard and Tombstone, between Tombstone or Cage in this deck, just do it. Like, the Cage has so many like upsides. It literally spawns in something that's similar DPS to a mini P.E.K.K.A. basically for free, so it can help your pushes. You can tornado stuff back, and once it gets in the tower, you saw in that match, it took the whole tower. Like, you've got to start using it. It's so much better, especially against beatdown decks with the Evo. Yeah, it's unreal. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the match with Logbait first, because I know a lot of you hate Logbait. And this is also a pretty hard matchup for Graveyard, because as you can see, he's got the Dark Goblin as well as the Princess. Like, when he's not got a Dark Goblin, it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, this matchup with just like classic Logbait, but you take out the Rocket out of Dark Goblin, it's pretty annoying. It gets annoying, especially if they play well. The key is to know how to just build up a big push, because sometimes they try and spam you so much you can't build up a big push. But the thing is, if you can get a big push going, that's when they're not screwed, but you know, you get your good poison value on the Goblin Gang and the Dark Goblin, because otherwise they can, you know, they can bridge block and they can then it's like Dark Goblin or Goblin Gang, and if they keep your elixir low by pressuring so you can't poison, it gets really irritating. Like for example, if I went in with my graveyard here, he'd just Goblin Gang and it would not end well for me. So I think you guys see in this video, I get a really good poison. Yeah, here it is. I just, look at him, he's annoyed. It was lucky, don't get me wrong, but I just went straight in. Like, I actually waited for my, look, this is the good thing about the Goblin Cage. I wait for the Goblin Cage to pop open, so I get an extra troop, and now he's down in the elixir. He's got no good counters, I knew that. And look how over it is for him. And look, just watch the Goblin Brawler. Taking the knight out and distracting. So like, I'm still up on elixir. Well, I got basically half a star. Unfortunately, I placed my ice wizard like an absolute spastic. Like, I should have placed it higher up, so it actually distracts everything. But yeah, I placed it a bit weird. So yeah, it was a bit of a mistake for me. Same with that guy. He actually should have Evo barreled the opposite side, because that way it would have made me more awkward, because I would have had to bar barrel the left and the right side would have got a lot more damage. Anyway, here, this guy actually keeps giving me good poisons. I would say a poison is probably the key to this matchup. And there I was hovering my knight in the middle because I knew he was going to princess. Like, I just tracked his cycle and knew he had princess coming in cycle. And yeah, you can just about react in time if you're hovering it already. Also, I played the baby dragon onto the goblin barrel instead of the barb barrel. And that was intentional. That was because I noticed it was off to the sides. The baby dragon would splash all of them. And also, I wanted the baby dragon down instead of the barb barrel as just like an extra bit of a tank, extra something to tank for my graveyard, and it helped with the push, helped me get a bit of splash damage. It's also really important, just that you saw just there, making sure you actually catch the goblin barrel with your barb barrel. I saw it was on the left, so I got it on the left. Here, again, I think I get a good poison down, and yeah, he's getting overrun. That's the thing, when you get a good poison down, it almost feels like they can do nothing. But then when they're playing well and when they're pressuring, it feels like you can do nothing. So, you know, I kind of would say this matchup, the better player tends to win. It doesn't really swing either way, but my best advice would just be try and control the game. Don't let them be constantly pressuring you. Try and get good poisons, and yeah, know when to go in. Like, know that their main counters are Dark Goblin and Goblin Gang. I also don't even talk about what just happened. I think my brain just sort of like fucked up for a second. Maybe I was just trying to make the game look close, you know, for content. But yeah, I was a bit nervous because, like I said, I was at my all-time trophy high. So yeah, I was getting a bit nervous, but this game was sort of in the bag. I think I took it with a poison at the end. Yeah, good match. I'm going to get into the final one against the Hog Rider deck. Alright guys, for the final replay I'm going to be going over, I actually wanted to show this deck because I made a mistake. Like, I made a pretty big... No, it wasn't even my fault, to be honest. I didn't really know, but I just want to warn you guys. And also, it was a good comeback, so I made a mistake right at the start. But yeah, please, just like, if you take anything from this video, just look at this. I know it wasn't really my fault because I had only seen 2 of his cards. I didn't know his deck. But look what he does here. He activates my King Tower against the Goblin Brawler. And as any of you guys know, if you play Graveyard, like, just watch this. Look at this. Normally, that would be a lot of damage, like, even with the rocket. Look at that. He's got the King Tower up, and there is just... It feels hopeless. I put good game because I thought it was over. So yeah, just you guys need to know, never let them activate the King Tower against you. The main 2 ways they can activate the King Tower is, like this guy just did, with the Goblin Brawler. And that was just, you know, in hindsight, I should have thought Goblin's Eye Spirit. Only deck I can think of is this deck, Hog Nado. So maybe I should have knighted in front to pressure a bit harder, so that this guy didn't have the ability to tornado King Tower. So yeah, that's what I should have done in this matchup. And the other way is if you Baby Dragon the inside of the field. So if you Baby Dragon in the corners, it's fine. But if you do it behind the King Tower or place it up high, they also can tornado that and it can splash onto the King Tower. I'm not, like, yeah. Those 2 ways, just really watch out. See, that's why, if you've noticed, I cycle my Baby Dragon in the corner every single time. never do it behind the king tower. And yeah, if you know they have tornado, don't just let a goblin brawler run to their tower like that. So yeah, I've learned that now. I've learned not to do that. But yeah, once you got the king tower up, see how I'm playing my graveyards a bit different. I'm playing them further away from the king tower, and also so that the edge of the graveyard's closer to the tower, just so they can get a couple hits even quicker. And as you can see, it worked, because also the baby dragon splashed his counter, because I played it in a bit of a weird position he wasn't expected. Whereas if I played it further behind the tower, the goblins would have ran off killing them, and my baby dragon wouldn't have done much. And then, you know, Hog Rider, it's not the hardest matchup, because like that, you can get king tower. And you know, the Evo Goblin Cage counters it really well, the regular Goblin Cage counters it pretty well, and you get a counter push. So Hog Rider's never the hardest matchup, but just yeah, it's a warning. Don't let them get the king tower like that. And also you can see, I've got a lot of damage now, and he's not really touched my towers. This guy could definitely beat me if he was better, because this deck, you know, he has a hard matchup, that's for sure. But if he used his goblins well to defend, and then pressured well, and then used the executioner and also tornado better, he could have won. He also made a really good play blocking the bridge there. If you guys ever play against graveyard, you know, bridge blocks, just watch this. See my graveyard got, I think, no damage. That's because he blocked the bridge so that his tower and his king tower could just help out. So yeah, and if you play with graveyard, you gotta watch out for that. Like there, I actually could have. So this time I knew he wasn't gonna do it, but sometimes you can predict that they're gonna bridge block, and actually just knock graveyard, wait, save your graveyard, and then keep on putting stuff at their bridge to destroy their bridge block, and then you go in, and that can sometimes be a game-winning play. But yeah, here I knew this guy's only hope was Rocket Cycle, which is why you can see every single time he goes to rocket, like I think he's probably gonna rocket here in a second. Oh no, he goes in for natural push. But yeah, every time he rockets, I make sure to go in with a graveyard. And that is because... Oh, yeah, didn't get hit. That's because he's down 6 elixir. Whereas if I didn't go in right there and then, he'd be able to get his elixir back up and defend. But here, like, I'm going in repeatedly, just going in it all out. Because he wants to rocket, but he can't. And yeah, really fucked him up. Forced him to just... Yeah, I mean, he had to defend the right side as well. But yeah. That was how you beat that matchup, even if they've got the... And yeah, finally it's my show this again, because, yeah, my friend actually beat me 2-0, and he probably would have free-crowned me. It was a draft match, but yeah. Look, by the way, these matches are all just, like, unranked matches, just messing about with different decks. These are actually the first matches I've played since getting Ultimate Champion. I have not lost in Ultimate Champion, because this was just a friendly. Look, since reaching Ultimate Champion, I've not actually lost a match, so I'm going to try and push up to 2k trophies and then try to end the season there, because look, 12 hours after season. But yeah, made it to the leaderboard. If I can finish on the leaderboard, I know it doesn't actually do anything for me, but it's just really cool knowing I'm top 1000 in the country. I like it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe so you can see more like this. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.